Hello everyone, today's video is going to be all about the products that I've been repurchasing for years. So I was actually just reordering one of these products yesterday and I was like, you know what? I really want to do a video where I talk about the products that I am continuously repurchasing that I always have to have in my collection at all times. Even though I get tons of stuff sent to me, even though I have tons of products in this room that I can be using, I still want to go and buy these ones because I need them in my collection because they are my holy grail products. Also, feel free to leave in the comments down below, what are your must-have products that you have been repurchasing for years that you need in your collection at all times, no matter what? I would love to hear what are your holy grails, but also give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it, and let's go ahead and get on into it. Before we get in the video, I have a email notification link down below, so if you want to get emails for each time that I upload, it basically just gives you a notification whenever I upload a video. It only gets sent out for videos. There's also mystery box giveaways in them that are hidden, but definitely sign up if you guys want to get those notifications, and that link is down below. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and start off with makeup, and the first product that I have here is a concealer that I've been using since college, which is about 10 years ago, you guys. I've been using this for so long. I always repurchase this one in bulk. I'll get a few of them at a time, so that way I always have a backup, and then when I reach my last backup, I reorder and restock up again. This stuff is bomb. This is Glow Skin Beauty Oil-Free Camouflage Concealer in Natural. The one down point to this one is that there's not a ton of shade ranges in it. I wish they came out with more shade ranges, but I love it. I use this so much. I use it every single day. I use it to cover up blemishes before I do my foundation. I use it to carve out my brows. I even use it as a touch-up product throughout the day. If I notice that my foundation is kind of wearing off on areas that where I'm like having redness peeking through or a blemish peeking through, what I'll do is I'll go with my finger, a brush, or a sponge, and I will take a little bit on there and then I will press it on top, and boom, it's gone, and it blends in beautifully into the skin to where you don't even notice it. It just has such great coverage. It's lightweight, so it doesn't feel heavy, and it's just a great all-around product to have in your collection at all times. And also what's really good is you can even use it to cover up redness or acne scars and just kind of go with it with that and just even out the complexion, not even use foundation. It's got that good of coverage. So, and plus it's really good if you have acne prone and sensitive skin. And I love this stuff. So they've had a few different names over the years. When I first started buying from them, they were Glow Minerals, and then they switched to a different name, and then now they're Glow Skin Beauty. But you can find them at a lot of spas, you can find them at hair salons, you can find them on Amazon, on their website. I will have them linked down below. But I'm telling you, this stuff is amazing, especially if I've been repurchasing for 10 years and I cannot live without it. Like I can't even, no, this needs to be with me. I have one in my purse at all times. I have one up here at all times. Yeah, this is probably the most holy grail product that I have used for years. Now to talk about the product that kind of sparked the idea of this video, because I just repurchased 2 more of them on their website and I was really bummed. I don't even think they carry them at Ulta, or they don't even carry them anymore at Sephora, which I was bummed. I was like, oh wait, are they discontinuing this? But I found it on their website, which is a plus. I hope they don't discontinue it. But this is the Cover FX Blotting Powder in Light. I love this stuff. I have been using this probably for what, 3-4 years now. It is so good. I always have one in my purse at all times. I always have one up here. I tried using the Charlotte Tilbury one, their airbrush powder that they have, which is really, really nice. Like that one is bomb, and I would keep repurchasing that one as well. But this one is less expensive, and it's basically the same thing, I feel like. I feel like it's the same type of product. It does the same job, and it's just amazing. So I use this to kind of blot throughout the day. I'll use it to even just set like concealer if I don't want to use a translucent setting powder and I want my powder to be a little bit lighter on my face for the day, I'll use this instead. So love this powder. I believe they have 3 different shades. Yeah, I think they have 3 different shades of this, light, medium, and deep, I believe. I will have it linked down below for you, but it's just a great touch-up powder throughout the day, and also just to set your concealer. I just heard Riley like yell. I think she's getting tired. Anyways, but this is definitely a must-have. I just purchased 2 more and I've been using it again for like 3 to 4 years now. Okay, so next up are 2 setting powders that I love and I go back and forth with. The first one is the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I've been using this one since 2012. I discovered this from a head teacher that I worked with in Irvine. She loved Laura Mercier and she's like, oh my God, you have got to try them out. So I was like, okay. I went and picked up a few things from Sephora and I've been hooked popped ever since. I really love it for blemishes because it really helps kind of diffuse them and make them blend into the skin really well because it kind of mattifies it all. So if a blemish is shiny, it will really stand out. But if you mattify it, it kind of just makes it seep into the skin to where it's not as noticeable, and this does an amazing job at that. So I love this powder. Another setting powder that I want to talk about is the Too Faced Born This Way. This is another really good setting powder. I actually feel like this one's a little bit more lighter weight than the Laura Mercier one, and I have probably been through maybe 4 or 5 of these since these first launched. Again, another great setting powder. I believe this one is actually even less expensive than the Laura Mercier one, so I definitely recommend this one, especially if you're going on a budget. But it just does wonders. I love it. I love the fact that it also does not clog my pores, doesn't break me out, and it sets the makeup beautifully. So these are 2 that I consistently go back and forth with. I'm almost out of this one. I'm gonna be so sad when I run out, but I'm like creating a list right now for the Sephora sale that's coming up so I can repurchase a ton of my favorites. But yeah, these are 2 setting powders that I am constantly going back and forth, and I always have in my collection at all times. Are you ready to see my obsession with this one foundation that I have? And this is even all of them. I didn't even really go digging through my drawer. Honestly, I could probably find about 3 or 4 more of these ones, but it is the Kogan Do Aqua Foundation. I am obsessed with this foundation. So obsessed. I can't even hold all of them together. I have so many of them. This is my favorite foundation. They actually just reformulated this one not too long ago. This is the old packaging with the old formulation, and then this is the new one. Honestly, I feel like it didn't really change all that much. I feel like maybe this one honestly maybe feels like it had a little bit more coverage, I want to say, but I don't really see a huge difference with it. I love it, obviously, still, because I have so many of them. The shades that I use is I use 012 when I am not self-tan. I do 123 when I'm between a self-tan, and then I do 143 when I am self-tan. I drift off and try out other foundations that I get hooked on for a while, but then I always like pull this one out again, and then I try it and I'm like, oh my God, this one is still so much better. I love this one. I'm not even using any other foundations right now, even for filming foundations. I'm wearing this one 24/7 for filming, for just everyday life. I use it every single day. It is bomb, like bomb.com. And what I love about it is if I'm especially going through bad breakouts is I go to this one, and this one is just so much better for my skin. It's nice and lightweight. It doesn't clog my pores. It doesn't make me break out more. And I feel like, I think this even has like skincare in it, so it actually helps your skin while you're wearing it. And I can definitely attest to that. So it's a pricey foundation, let me tell you. Each time I purchase this thing, I'm just like, $77 for a foundation? Ugh, I hate how expensive it is, but it's so good that I still continue to purchase it. I think they probably sent me maybe a couple over the years, but I've repurchased majority of them, and I can't live without it, as you can tell. It's amazing. So if you have sensitive, acne-prone skin, dry skin, normal skin, definitely check this one out. If you have oily skin, it might get a little dewy on you. So I don't know about oily skin, but if you have normal to dry or combination, I think you would really enjoy it. And again, if you have breakouts, it's amazing. So yeah, that's another one that I continuously repurchase and I love, and it's one that I recommend to a ton of people. I obviously can't live without it. Okay, so next up is a bronzer that I've repurchased twice now, and I love it. I'm about to repurchase another one when the Sephora sale comes up. But this is the Marc Jacobs 104 Tantastic Omega Bronzer. This is one of my favorite bronzers. You guys, the fact that I've hit pan on 2 of these already speaks volumes. It speaks volumes. The shade is perfect. It blends out beautifully on the skin. I love the mirror on this thing. I use this a lot of the times to get ready, especially if I'm getting ready with Riley and I just have to like grab my makeup bag with me and just get ready somewhere random in the house. I love this mirror for that. It's great for travel too. So it's just all around an amazing product, and it's definitely worth the money. The shade, again, is just, oh, I love the shade of this bronzer. It's just a nice, perfect, cool tone bronzer that doesn't warm up the skin too much. It's just the perfect shade for my skin tone, and I've yet to find a better product than this. I love the Fenty Beauty one as well, but I still always go back to this one. So this is why this one is in the video. I will be repurchasing another one here very soon. Another product that I continuously repurchase, and I repurchase one in bulk every single time, and I cannot wait till that Sephora sale comes back so I can get a discount on them because I buy so many of them. But this is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. I have tried so many other brow pencils, and yeah, they're great and all, but nothing still compares to this guy. And this is my last one, and I am like trying so hard to hold out for that sale. So I've been using their Benefit brow powder, the one in the big palette with a bunch of different shades. What I've been doing is I've been going in with the Benefit Goof Proof on the outer corner and then doing the powder on the inner corner, so I don't have to go into this one as much. And that's been working out, so I'm trying to hold off until the sale, but this is by far the best pencil, hands down. I use shade 2. I love it. It makes it so easy to do my brows, and I like it that it's not super rough and it's not super creamy either. It's like the perfect formula to where it's easy to get on, fills in your brows quickly, and it's kind of foolproof. Like, it's really hard to go crazy with this thing. Again, I always have like a bunch of them usually in my collection, but I am down to my last one and it makes me so sad. To finish off the makeup, I have to use a setting spray, and this is one setting spray I've repurchased myself. This is one setting spray that I've been using for years now, and again, I have not found a better setting spray than this. I've tried a few, but nothing compares to this, and I feel like a few of them tend to break me out, and it's nice that this one doesn't. This is the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. You can see I'm already halfway through. I have been through so many of these. I love the way that this melts my makeup together. I use this to spray all over my face when I am done with my makeup, and then I'll go in with a little sponge and I'll kind of like press everything in, and it just does a beautiful job of melting everything together, making my face just look so much better at the end. Like, you can tell a difference when I don't use it versus when I do use it. And that's why, again, it's always in my collection at all times. It is so good. And I love the fact that it's not breaking me out, because I've tried out so many, and I swear those other ones break me out, and nothing melts my makeup better than this guy. So I love them, love them, love them. Now getting into skincare. This product right here is the Dermalogica Skin Prep Scrub. So I first discovered this years ago, probably about 5 to 6 years ago. When I was living with my parents, me and Joel, we just moved back from Florida. We were looking for a house to buy, so we lived with my parents for a short period of time. And my mom had this in her skincare collection, and I tried it out, and I was hooked. I loved it. So she gave me the one that she had, and then ever since then I've been repurchasing it. And it's really sweet also. Sometimes Dermalogica, they'll reach out to me and they'll be like, do you need a restock of anything? And I always tell them this product right here. It is more of an abrasive scrub, so I only use it 1 to 2 times every week. I don't want to use it more than that, otherwise it'll be too rough, but it really helps exfoliate the skin and makes it smooth. Especially, I'll go into with this, if I haven't exfoliated and I forgot that I haven't exfoliated in a while, I'll go put on my foundation. I'll be like, oh my God, my skin looks horrible. So I'll go in and wash my face, and then I'll do this really quickly, and then I'll come back in here and redo my foundation, and I'm like, wow, it's a massive difference. So this always stays in my collection. It is amazing at exfoliating the skin, but again, only use it 1 to 2 times. I love it. I've been using it and repurchasing it for 5 years now. Another Dermalogica product that I love is the Pre-Cleanse. So this is still in the box. This is actually, I think, my last one of these. I've been testing out some other cleansing oils and stuff that I have in my bathroom right now, but I like other cleansing oils. I like other cleansing balms, right? But still, this one is at the top of my list, like number 1, the best cleansing oil, because it removes the most makeup. I feel like my skin is the most clean after using this one. There's other ones out there that do the job and they're like good and everything, and my skin feels moisturized, but just nothing has yet to really compare to this one, and I love it. It just does an amazing job at removing the makeup. It makes your skin feel moisturized after. It doesn't feel stripped, and it's just still my favorite one, so I always have it in my collection. Again, this is another one that I discovered from my mom, and then I remember seeing Desi talk about it a long time ago with Halloween makeup. I think it was years ago, and I was like, I've been using that for a long time. Like, how are people just now discovering this? So it's So good. This is, again, #1 cleansing oil on my chart, and I always have it in my collection. So if you are looking for a really good cleansing oil, test this one out. You won't be disappointed. Next up is an oil that I love. I've been through 3 of these already. And this is the Tatcha Gold Camellia Beauty Oil. This stuff balances out your skin so well. I go in, I clean my face, everything, dry it off, and I put this stuff on. I just pat it on my skin, especially at night. Especially if my skin is feeling really parched, I notice such a dramatic difference with this oil. It is so good. And I have just a tiny bit left in here that I'm gonna have to pour out and use it, but I don't know, I'm kind of like holding on to it for a bit for those times that I'm really dry. But yeah, it's just so good. Definitely gonna be repurchasing this in a Sephora sale here soon. It's not cheap, it's expensive, but again, it's very much worth it. So if you have really dry skin, try this out. I think you'll see a huge difference with it just after 1 use, because it does wonders. It just balances everything out, and I notice when I use it very consistently, my skin does not get oily throughout the day because my skin is not trying to overcompensate with not having enough oils. So, and plus I don't break out from it either. So it's just a great oil. I love this. This is probably one of my favorite products from Tatcha, and I will continue to use this for as long as they make it. Next up is a product for everyone, because I don't know one person that does not get a pimple. Like, there's not one person on this planet that does not get a pimple. And this is the Obagi Medical Cleansing Derm MD Therapeutic Lotion. It has benzoyl peroxide 5% acne treatment. This stuff, oh my goodness. I've been repurchasing this one now for probably about 3 to 4 years. I found it at a medical spa that I was going to, that my mom took me to, and I've been getting it ever since. I think I saw it for sale on Walmart, but I'll find it online and I'll link it down below for you guys. This stuff is so good if you have a blemish. If I have a blemish, I take a little bit on there and then I just pop it on the blemish at night, and it literally reduces the blemish size by so much. It does such a great job, and it's been saving me. Like, I used it last night and I'm like, oh my God, all these blemishes that I had right here are all flat now. Like, yes, I can cover them up really well with makeup, because you know, something that's flat is a lot easier to cover than something that has like a raise to it. And also it's really good if you have those like little breakouts, you know, because I love the Paula's Choice and everything. I would have that in this video, but I haven't repurchased it enough or used it long enough to include it in this video. But that one's also really good for the texture. But these ones also, if I have those tiny little breakouts, I'll take a little bit and I'll put it on top of that the night before, and boom, they're gone the next day. It's a product that I have in my bathroom 24/7. Joel uses it too. He's always asking me, he goes, where's your little acne thingy that you have? He goes, I need it, because he's even like, this thing is bomb. It does wonders. So definitely check this out. I know everyone gets a pimple, so even if you don't have a ton of breakouts or anything and you just get a pimple, this stuff is strong and it's bomb. All right, so for the last product that I have to talk about is a hair care product, and this is from Moroccan Oil. You guys have been seeing me talk about this for what, probably like 2 years now, I wanna say. I love it. It is so good. So I like to purchase both of them. I repurchased the Repair one, and I also repurchased the, is it Restore? No, Repair and maybe Hydration. Deep Hydration, I think that's what it is. I'll have it pop up right here for you guys. It has a brown cap to it. But these are some of the best hair masks, hands down. What I do is I go in with Repair first, because this is actually kind of dries out your hair a little bit, but it's gonna help repair any damage that it has. And then I go in with a Hydration one right after it to help bring the moisture back into it. And it does wonders. It's so good. They are pricey, but again, I've even shown this in a Sephora haul from one of the sales. I'll purchase it in the sale to stock back up because it's so good, and I hate not having them in my collection at all times. So this one is the Repair one. I just ran out, I believe, of the Hydration one, so I'm trying to hold off. I'm using another hair mask from IGK right now, which I don't hate. I think that one's actually pretty good too, so I'll talk about that one in a favorites video coming up. But yeah, these have been constant repurchases. I don't even know how many I've repurchased over the years. I'll repurchase them from Sephora, I'll repurchase them from my hairdresser, but it's just a great hair mask. Just remember, do Repair and then do a Hydration one right after it, and you will see such a difference in your hair. Love those. All right, so those are all the products that I'm gonna be talking about in this video. Honestly, there's a couple more, but this video would be forever long. So if you guys wanna see a part 2 to this, let me know in the comments down below and I will share some more holy grails with you guys. But also comment down below, what are your holy grails? Because I would love to hear how many times you purchase a single item, because that means that it is really, really good. So let me know in the comments down below. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I hope you guys are all doing well during this time. I hope you're just catching up, relaxing, having family time. And I will see you all in my next video.